Je laisse donc la place à Maurice GOHLKE, ingénieur logiciel.
Now we're going to give the floor to Maurice GOHLKE. He's an engineer at Bosch Deerfield Robotics.
So I'm going to speak English tonight because it's the International Robotics Forum. I don't know if you know Deerfield Robotics, but you certainly know Bosch. So Bosch is already very active in robotics. Talking about the human-machine interface or smart mobility or the autonomous lawnmower, you must know. What we do as Deerfield Robotics, we're a Bosch startup. That means we're like a speedboat for Bosch, try to go faster and try to develop new markets for Bosch. And this is the field we've decided to look into, which is robotics for agriculture. So our motto is to go from the Internet of Fields. So everyone's talking about the Internet of Things. We're talking about the Internet of Fields, connecting the fields together, making measurements on those fields with connected sensors, to the Internet of Plants. So as you can see here, we can look at individual plants, and we could picture a robot which will only kill the weeds and not the beets. So very specific weeding targeted at individual plants. So our main activities are, on the one hand, Deerfield Connect, which is the whole Internet of Things suite of solutions. Also, we're looking into automated field testing, so using robots to make field trials autonomous, so make measurements on the field, and also into weed control, so robots like this one, which could kill weeds on the field. So what is this robot? I don't know if you know this one. It's the bunny rob. It looks a little bit like the Dino, I would say. So this is a research product that we're using to develop new types of applications. If you look at the next slide, you can see that this robot is actually used by many universities with different types of apps. So you could have precision spraying, phenotyping, penetrometer, or a weeding app. So for all different types of application on the fields, you have this kind of robot, the bunny rob. And it's also used extensively in the Flourish project, I don't know if you know it, which is the cooperation of a drone with the bunny rob to do different tasks for agriculture. So as you can see here, the bunny rob in the middle, which is our biggest, most complex robot. Then we have some smaller robots which are more targeted to individual, to specific activities. Our 4D scan robots for the field trials, and our Weedmobile for weeding. So I want to tell you a little bit more about the 4D scan project, which was going on for the last year and a half and more. So the idea is for phenotyping. If you're a seed breeder, so a person who produces seeds, and you want to try new genetics, so try new types of genetic material, and you want to try it on the field to see how the plant grows for different types of soils, different types of weather conditions, you have to do a lot of manual counting. So you go in the field, you count the plants, you try to see how big are the plants, and we try to automate this. So this is the robot we've designed, which was used this year with a big seed breeder in Germany for sugar beets. And we have 3 camera modules which look at plants, detect the plants, and since we have precise positioning, GPS, we know the exact position of the plant, and when we come back 5 days later, we can see, does this plant still exist? Did it change? Did it grow? Did it die? And so on, to provide that information to seed breeders. That information is stored on the cloud, and you can have access to that information if you're a seed breeder or if you are a chemical company who's making trials on the field. And here you can see this is actually a screenshot from our Deerfield cloud. And you can see for one specific plot, each of those points is a plant. And you can click on each individual plant and see what the plant looks like on different days. So that would be the Internet of Fields going to the Internet of Plants. You can see here for one individual plant, different images on different days. So this is the same plant seen on different days, and you can see how it evolved from one day to another. So now that we have a system that can detect plants and also classify the plants, so this is also a main part, we can recognize whether a plant is a sugar beet or a weed. And we just have to close the feedback loop and basically use that information to target the weed specifically. And there we can, we have our prototype, which is the Weedmobile, which also does selective weeding. So go over the field, recognize which plant it is, which plant you want to kill, and then you target that specific weed. You could also think of other types of technologies, such as electric weeding or precision spraying, some different things we're looking at Deerfield Robotics. So thank you. I hope we'll have some more time to talk about this.